Do we got to figure out you're just some dumb trying to pick up chicks?
Right.
Or there's more to this?
Right.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, The Yellow Pen, and in today's video we discuss a New Mexico man who impersonated a police officer for him and his dating profile on Tinder. Let's take a deep dive into what happens next. Rico TreShon Dukes, a 27-year-old from Bernalillo County, New Mexico, was arrested and charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer. He allegedly posted photos on his Tinder dating profile wearing a Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office uniform and carrying a firearm. The situation came to light when a Bernalillo County employee matched with Dukes on Tinder and reported the profile to authorities. Investigations revealed that Dukes had also visited Volcano Vista High School on April 19th wearing a uniform shirt with the badge and shoulder patches, and he was also armed at the time. In a recent court appearance, Dukes pleaded guilty to charges of impersonating a deputy and unlawfully carrying a firearm on school grounds. He was subsequently taken into custody, trading his BCSO uniform for an orange jumpsuit. This case underscores the serious legal consequences of impersonating a law enforcement officer and personnel and unlawfully carrying firearms, particularly in specific environments like schools or campuses where there are students and children. As a result, Dukes pleaded guilty in court. He also accepted a plea deal, though the specific terms have not been publicly detailed. He was also taken into custody after the plea deal, and he is no longer free pending trial. I think what's really interesting about this case is the fact that Mr. Dukes just woke up and decided that he wanted to be a police officer one day. And that one day actually turned into multiple days, which actually turned into multiple weeks, which actually turned into more than a month of him acting like he is a police officer. There are certain careers that you cannot impersonate. Now, it's not like this was Halloween where, everyone can dress up and be whoever they want. That's one day out of the year. This man actually created a profile, and he is actually telling people through a false identity and misrepresentation that he is a police officer, and that is the duties of his daily job, which none of that is true. Come to find out, he actually went into a store that sells uniforms. The store that he went into sells uniforms, but the uniforms that they sell, they are like uniforms without a brand or like without a police badge on it. They are just regular uniforms. In order for the store to sell the uniform to a police officer, the store employee must have a representation or an ID of the officer's badge, just to clarify his job title. Mr. Dukes actually went up in the store, and some way, somehow, he brought the uniform. However, he did not get a badge from them. So he was able to get a police badge and put that on the blank uniform that he brought from the store. Because the store had to come out and actually say that he would have had to show representation that he was actually a police officer, instead of just going in there and saying, look, I'm a police officer. Give me a uniform with a badge on it. Oh my goodness. That is just and so the detectives, if you watch my previous video, the detectives are questioning him about his whereabouts. So he's literally telling the detectives, hey, I make videos. So the detective is like, what kind of videos do you make? He's like, oh, I make YouTube videos and stuff. So that's why you see him looking like, I make YouTube videos. So she's like, well, what kind of videos? He's like, promotional things. Here's the issue with that lie. He said he is making videos to do promo for the police department, but he is not a current police officer. Neither is he a current, he's not an officer in general. So the police officer's like, can you tell me like a little bit more about what's going on today? Like, what's going on with that? Or do we got to figure out that you are just a asshole who wakes up walking around with a police uniform on, impersonating an officer all day to pick up women? So, yeah, that is the story of Mr. Dukes, which, again, I think is interesting. You definitely should not go around impersonating a police officer. You shouldn't go around impersonating a doctor. You shouldn't go around impersonating a lawyer. You shouldn't go around impersonating a teacher. You shouldn't go around impersonating to be a pastor. Certain jobs you just should not go around impersonating. Don't go around impersonating nothing that you are not. Let that be a lesson to you all today. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Check out our other videos. We have Just Hilarious and Lauren LaRosa. We have an 11-year-old who was starved by her foster parents. We have a mom who slit her son's throat after she took him to Disneyland. We have a teen who vanished out of thin air after she left her friend's apartment. We have a Louisiana teacher who was soliciting students with money for feet pictures. Be sure to check out all of those videos. Thank you guys so much and have a great day.